I refuse to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined here post-press conference. Alexis, how are we, my friend?
Very well.
Just go through that state of affairs then. It started off nice and respectful, and I think it kind of escalated throughout and culminated in that face-off where Joe kind of shoved KSI. Was you expecting anything less from Joe?
No, look, I think that there's one element of trying to hyper fight and make things right, but I think that I think JJ has a way to get underneath people's skin a little bit. I think Joe got a little bit rattled and lost his temper, and to be honest with you, I think he should know better than to do something like that.
Is this fight different for you to look at as a trainer? Because we know that he's got the experience that KSI's opponents haven't had in the past. But you know Joe, you know what he brings to the table. You've worked with David Hay, who was sitting there next to Joe. Is there a little bit of like a personal indication for you of how Joe's going to come out of fight night?
Yeah, you're always using it. It's always good in boxing as anything to have a measure, to understand kind of what you're getting. So there's no X factor in there. But we know Joe's the bigger man. We know Joe's technically probably the better boxer. But we also know that Joe's retired. Joe's 40 years old. We know that Joe isn't as current as he was. Obviously, he's in great shape and he's still boxing. But the things that we know about him, things we know about JJ, he's super fit. He carries big power. He's current, and he's sparring guys at that level now. He's sparring guys at 12-0, 13-0. So if we know all these things, we're in a good place.
I think you said up there that you fully believe that KSI will sleep Joe Fournier. So with that being said, how confident are you that he will knock him out on the night?
Yeah, that's what we're training for. I mean, that's what he's doing in the gym. If he's knocking out his sparring partners. I mean, look, it doesn't matter what any coaches tell you or how you're trying to sell a fight. If he's knocking kids out in the gym that have got better records or same records, I can't not say that he's doing that. So that's what he's doing, and that's what we believe he's going to do.
And we know KSI literally this weekend was over in the States for Wrestlemania, dressed up as the Prime Bottle. He took a bump there. Just all good, all ready, all fit, ready for fight night, back in training?
Yeah, so we came off a private jet on Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. and by 8:30 a.m. He had 6 rounds of sparring under his belt.
Wow, that's something intense.
Because you're going to beat the jet lag, right? You come in before you get tired, before you feel it. You come in, you get your workout, and then you're going to go try and catch some sleep. So he's had a real busy weekend. Just
finally then, was you worried about him taking that kind of physical damage at WrestleMania? We know, obviously, it's predetermined, but it is very physical. Logan had a serious injury, and as a trainer, you've obviously got your fighter's best interests at heart. Were you worried about this fight going into the weekend?
Yeah, that's why we were all there. We made sure it went with no hiccups at all. So we were all there for that exact reason, and everything went perfectly. It was a great show, and we're back in camp, full in camp now.
Alexis, thank you very much for speaking to IFL TV, and best of luck on May 13th.
Pleasure, sir. Thank you.
To not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.